I'm I'm just going to do a quick insight video today. I'm just talking about what's going on at the moment with me. There's a lot of sort of like frequencies going on. I've been doing a lot of meditating the last few weeks to just try and sort of like dissolve some energy, to dissolve some of those energies that we're absorbing in our energy fields. I'm very much like connecting. As I connect into the energies at the moment, I'm seeing yellow, pink, blue, which are very much sort of connected to the first three rays of the ascended masters, and the first three sort of like one connects to the blue, which is the universal will, the universal, and it also connects to universal laws. Um, Almora connects very much to the universal laws, and also the universal will of the divine, or the divine will, and it very much connects to us opening up to source and opening up to energy and starting to live in a more spiritual way. The next colour I've seen is, like I said, blue. I've seen, sorry, yellow, which is very much the second one, which is to do with Lord Lanto. And this very much connects to the Ascended Master of Illumination, and this is where we start to awaken to our spiritual energy and our spiritual vibration and frequency, and we start to live and express ourselves in a much more spiritual way. It also connects to the heart, which is the universal center, which is where if we sit into our center, our spiritual center, it's sort of like it's where the universal, or the source, connects us to the source. It connects us to the higher self, and it also connects us to a universal mind, and again it connects to this universal will. As you start to see things and you start to connect into like ascended masters and connect into universal laws, everything is connected, nothing is separate. This is what the main sort of the print like the universal law of oneness is what connects all other aspects of spirituality. Oneness is the foundation of everything to do with spirituality. There's no separation, that we're all connected. There is no sort of like separation. And today, I'm just being drawn to what I was getting in a meditation. I was getting in a meditation today, and I've been told to start to talk about this, is the illusion. The illusion. This is what oneness is about. It's about sort of dissolving that illusion of like the ego, and of like a 3D reality where we very much connect on the outer world, and the outer world thinking it's separate and it's something that's happening, that we can't sort of like we can't sort of create, we can't manifest, we can't sort of attract, when all of these things we can do, and this is what the universal laws bring. Very much being connected to this today. If you look at it, I'm trying to get it to shimmer in the camera's light. You can see it. If you shimmers in the camera's light, you can see there's like a rainbow on that. Well, that's labradite, and labradite is the crystal of always relates to sort of like, I want to say like illusion today. So labradite to me sort of it's sort of like it releases or dissolves the fog and the illusion, and we're very much caught in that illusion. And this is what I feel is what being brought through today. And this is where we sort of like, if we sit in that energy, we go within. So like the universal law of in inspired action talks, and the universal law of correspondence. So the universal law of inspired action talks about going within, meditating, and connecting to your source. Also, the universal law of correspondence talks about this, that the inner and the outer world are are connected, but the inner world creates the outer world. So it's very much around this, and this is what I feel this energy is about today, like the rainbow energy of the of labradite is bringing that forward. It's bringing forward that there's an illusion there. That the illusion is that the 3D reality is illusion. It's not the true reality. The true reality is the fifth dimensional reality and the higher realities that go beyond that. And it's very much connected into that. And this is what these energies are connected to. The Almora is coming forth to the divine will. The universal laws to connect us to those. Lord Lanto brings forward this illumination, this illumination to spirit, this illumination to connect to our heart centers, and also it's about also that going within and connecting to that source energy, that illumination, that light, that energy, that vibration that's within each of us. The third one was the pink energy, which is Paul Venetian, which is about harmony, balance, love, creativity, all those kind of things, creation, very much connected, and all those three sort of like vibrations are very much connected into that. It's like we're trying to be shifted, and those three sort of vibrations are very sort of important. But also you've got Serapis Bay, which is about ascension, and it's about this white light, this white energy. This is a higher awareness, higher understanding higher expansion, and it's expressing ourselves in a higher way. And this also connects to Lord Lanto with this illumination, where we're sort of expressing ourselves in light and energy, not as a physical being anymore. You are not your physical body. You are light and energy. The physical body is just an aspect of yourself. It's like a lower form of dense energy that's created so you can walk in this reality. But really, your true reflection, your true being is this high light energy, this light frequency, and it's about sort of like awakening to that. So then you've also got Helion, which is like the green energy, the green sort of connect, the green sort of vibration, the green um, frequency, and that very much is around like the truth, like universal truths, universal light energy, seeing the truth, seeing beyond, seeing what things are, how they really are, and it very much again connects to this kind of illusion today. Also, you've got Archangel Raphael that connects to that, which is the emerald green light, or the green energy, which is very much about transformation, spiritual transformation, healing, new growth, new understanding, new energies, and it's all very much around that today. So connecting to that, I can feel my arm, my hands really like sort of like really sort of like pulsating with energy. I also want to go to Saint Germain, and I want to talk about the Saint Germain in on the seventh ray of this violet ray that talks about like alchemy, creation. But I also feel like he was the magician, or like they say Saint Germain walked as Merlin, the magician, in a past incarnation, and I feel like that's what like the energy. I feel like I've got these two big balls of light in my hands as I start to talk about this energy. So I know that these energies are opening up. But I also feel that connects also into when you start talking about like when you see Metatron, the Archangel Metatron, you see him. You see a sacred sacred geometry, and then he's got like the circles or the spheres of light that are in the sacred geometrical shape that Metatron sits on the angel cards. I feel it very much connects to that as well. It's very much around sort of creation, energy, sacred geometry, but it's all like this connection again with this universal law of oneness. Again, it's like it's asking us to awaken. It's starting to ask us to express that light, hold that light frequency within our lives, within our consciousness, and start to walk and express it in a different way. So it's about higher vibrations, higher frequency. Again, this comes back to the universal law of vibration, which is what we need to do. We need to vibrate in that way. I feel at the moment, I feel like I've got this energy center in my belly. I'm being sort of drawn to my energy center in my belly, which is always about sort of like your personal will, but that's also about connecting with the universal will. So it's about with the divine will, and I feel like this space has been opened up, and this energy center's been opened up, so that you can start to align with that energy, that universal will. I also feel like I'm being drawn to the solar plexus again, which is around this again creation, and being able to align with that. It's got this creation, this creative sort of like aspect of energy, and I feel like we're being drawn to that. And also I'm coming up into the heart chakra as well, which is your center, and this aligns the upper and the lower chakras. I feel like this heart center is when you remain in it and you sit in it, it opens up your whole energy field. And this is what I'm being asked to do. But it's remembering that you are not a physical being. You're a being of energy and light. I am. This I am presence again is so important at the moment, because it's an infinite sort of when you use it, it instantly creates, it instantly manifests. It's like a self-fulfilling sort of prophecy when you use I am. It's like you are talking to you're connecting to your higher self, you're connecting to your higher energy, you're connecting to your spiritual energy, and that I am frequency holds that creative sort of spark, that creation, and it's sort of like, and when you start to really walk in that, like saying you're something and thinking you're something are two different things. When you're saying you're something, there's a knowing, you're connected to it, you are being that thing. When you think you're something, you're trying to get somewhere, you're trying to create something. It's not, you're not being in the moment, you're not using the power of this moment, you're not in your energy, you're not in your spiritual energy, you're waiting for something to happen. With the I am presence, you're in that energy, you're in that frequency, and you're creating it right in the here and now. And that's what makes it so powerful as well, because it awakens your source energy, and it also awakens you up to your infinite energy and your creative and your creator spark, or your creation spark within yourself. And when you start to do that, and as I start to connect it, I just see this white energy as I'm starting to talk about this. It's like white frequency of energy and light as I start to talk about this. So I know this I am presence is a really, really important thing. I can just feel my whole energy, freaking my energy field just shift as I start to use those words. I am. But it's also about sort of like sitting in that space and integrating it as well. In the meditations I've been doing, I've been sitting in my own energy field, and I've been just trying to feel the light and the energy of my own energy field, and dissolving my physical body and just feeling what it's like to be in those spiritual energies and those spiritual frequencies. And this is what we need to start to do, because once we start to do that, we'll open up and we'll expand our consciousness, and we'll expand our our understanding, but we'll also lift our frequency, so we start to connect to our source energy, which is what this time's about. It's about bringing your source energy back, and this is part of this fifth dimensional shift, which is about bringing heaven to earth. Because once you connect to your source energy, then you can start to create, and then you can start to align, and then you can start to be at peace and be in harmony, and express yourself in truth, light, energy, healing, love. All those kind of things are all aspects of the source energy that sits within you. That's the insight for today.